Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me as I set up this new month of August through my planners. I am actually very excited for this one as I am loving the decorative elements that I added to it for this month, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing how I set everything together. So here is everything I got prepped for this month. Excluding my homeschool planner, there was quite a few things that I wanted to add to that one, so I thought it'd be better for it to have its own standalone video for you guys to see how I broke up all of the different sections. But for now, we are going to be looking at my two Sterling ink planners as well as my Discbound system. And this is a new system for me. This is something I just made up this month. So let's see how it goes. And to start us off, let's start with the skinniest one of the bunch, but I think is actually really helpful for us all. This is a B6 monthly, so we just kind of have our monthly views, and in the beginning, our goal pages. I forgot to mention this one actually in my lineup, in my mid-year lineup. This is a booklet that I had purchased at the beginning of the year, and I had planned to use it as my memory keeper. So that was the plan, but I did not keep up with it since the system that I was going for just did not work out for me. So what little information I did put in here, I'm planning to just cut and transfer onto my planner that I bought 2 months later. So I had this extra item that I knew I could use, and I love the idea of using it as a space to just messy plan the month, not having to be so careful, not having to make it pretty, just brain dump everything that was going on, because most of our things are optional. These events that we have, at least for August, we have a lot of optional events. So this is what we have so far. I went ahead and highlighted the days that I thought we most likely would be traveling, and just some events that I thought we would be fun for us to go to. And as my bookmarker, a lot of you guys, it might hurt you to see this, but I just went ahead and folded the page over so I can know where the month was. That's all that this is going to be. But this is what I went ahead and prepped for August. And then afterwards, on my actual Sterling ink B6 catch-all planner, in this one, the main thing that I had to set up was my monthly pages, and for that, wrong tab, hold on, I put it under notes, not monthly. These are just little sticky notes that I put tabs on to better match my sticker kit for this month, which is this beauty right here. So I'm really excited to use these colors throughout the month. So this is my monthly setup. This one is more my goal planning. So here is just like the events that are going to happen during the month, and here is more my actual to-do list. And you might see up here, I love stickers coming in to save the day. I absolutely was so proud of how my calligraphy came out for this A. And right as I was finishing my tea, my youngest came and pulled my planner and completely got me off of the line that I had there. But luckily, I feel like that sticker kind of hides that little mistake, because goodness, look at that. I was so proud of this. So coming back, this is my August. For my August goal planning, I've used layout that has worked for me the past year, and that was to have all of the to-do list, things that I would like to get done throughout the month, on one side, and on the opposite side I have a scope or overview of what I'm thinking about for that week. So I haven't done it. I thought I could do it with you guys. So we have here, which is awesome, I can see my month in front of me. So for example, week 32, my overview. If I look at week 32 here, which would be this week, this is going to be a very busy week. We are not going to be home. We're going to be traveling. Since we're going somewhere new, I went ahead and added lots of things that we could do while we are out of town. So week 32, for my scope and overview, I'm just going to go ahead and write travel day. So that's going to be the big scope of my week. Just go ahead and have fun. Now, something else that I want to dedicate this week to, since I'm hoping I have a little bit of extra time, since I'm not going to be doing as many home chores, I do want to start calling some contractors for some things that we need around the house. I don't really know yet how the rest of the week is going to go, since I'm still debating on staying another week or not. So I'm going to leave the rest of it blank for now. Typically, I do like to further plan out what else we're going to do. I know for week 34, we're definitely going to be home again. There's no way we're going to be traveling. Never say never, right? But just in case, I'm going to draw a little house here. Just as my little notice that, like, most likely I will be home that day. As always, it helps to have a top 3, so I went ahead and put my top 3 for the month. I also had a blank space down here, so I decided to just, now that I'm trying to get back to uploading again, to write down the date and the name of the video of when it was uploaded, and then hopefully start like highlighting the days that I uploaded, just to keep a little bit of better track of what's going on. If you can notice, this has the number of each week. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and read the task, and then I'm going to give it a week of when I want to accomplish it. The notes section, I've never had it before, so let's just see what I come up with. I just wanted to have this in here so I wouldn't have as much blank space, but let's see how this goes. Okay, so right there, I went ahead and already assigned a week to every task. And what will happen is that as now, whenever I have to set up my weeklies, I will go ahead and see, let's say it was already week 32. I would go ahead and go down number 32 and see, oh, I want to finish printing the hallway frames, and I also want to set up our Labor Day plans and schedule a dentist appointment for my daughter. So this is my August goal planning. You guys saw that I briefly mentioned too how from here this would help me build up my weeklies, and then from my weeklies I have my dailies, and I like to be very messy and quick with my dailies, and that's where my Discbound planner comes in. So for my Discbound, this is where I really went in deep and where all the inspiration for this decoration started. So this is a Jane's Agenda cover with some tool discs that I had for a long time. And this just needs a moment of her own. Look at it. It's so beautiful. So my monthly booklet, I'm actually keeping it back here just so it doesn't get lost and still accessible to me. And then the whole inspiration for this decoration actually had to do with my monthly stickers. So this is what I will be using to decorate my weeklies and notes pages in my catch-all. So I wanted to keep the same essence of, let me find the full boxes. Here we go. So especially because I'm planning to work a lot on our home this August, I thought this one would be so perfect, especially as we transition from the hot summer months into a more welcoming transition into autumn. And here you can see that I used my markers and pens to see which ones would best go with the current color scheme of the markers. Excuse me, of the stickers. So these golden yellows of just things drying up and slowly things coming into autumn was what inspired these other decorations. All of these are actually just magazine cutouts that I saved because I liked the imagery of it, and now they turned out to be very useful. So going into my Discbound, here's just a little sticker from that same kit that I received. And this is another magazine rip out that I decided to go ahead and squeeze in here just to add a little bit more of depth. I definitely feel like I'm missing something here. I still haven't figured that out, but I hope we develop it as the month continues. I can find little things or ephemera that I can add to this little section. And then from there, we essentially jump to the main thing, which is all of my daily pages. Now for this ones, if you guys notice, these are actually the daily pages on the Dasigner, the Blue Sky edition. And I love to cut them to size and just fit them in here because it's more affordable than buying pre-printed daily inserts. But what I really had fun with, since I'm very messy when it comes to my daily planning, what I really had fun with was setting up this dashboard. I actually don't want to take it out, but I really love sticky notes, and I had been trying to find a way of how to keep together like all those other messy things that pop into my head, and I thought this would probably be the best idea. So for this little section of hearts, I was thinking that here I would like to put down like the additional main goals that I would like to complete throughout the month. So let me go ahead and do that part with y'all now. So I put in kind of like the main overall things. Definitely put in my top 3 for the month, and also a couple of the main points from this list here. Like that, every day I keep on looking at those. Hopefully that will help me be more attentive into actually finishing them up. But that was what I liked the sticker for. And then my sticky notes allow me to keep track of anything else that comes to mind. For example, on this side, I went ahead and put a to buy list. And this is typically something that I have on my fridge, but I thought it would be a lot more helpful to have it here in my planner like that. It isn't another thing that I have to go and keep track of. It's already here. I definitely just absolutely loved how this decorations came out. The stickers that you see here are actually from the same sticker kit. So it's a way also to pull in the decoration from my monthly pages, well, and eventually also what's going to be my weekly pages, into my daily that I just don't use stickers for really. It's pen to paper with a couple of highlights here and there, but that's about it. So this is definitely helping me feel like it's a part of this system. Just the decoration is helping it all come together and feel like it's one, even though there are different planners. So that's a tip for any of you guys who have different planners, but they feel a little disjointed. Maybe having those similar decorative elements can help tie them in. And I believe that's all of the main things that I had to set up here. Really, as you can see, my dailies are quite messy. So I wanted that flexibility. This was kind of like my main thing that I was so excited about. But other than that, in the back, I do have some additional notes paper. And it's just in case I know I'm not going to be home for a week, and I wanted to have the options of if I just so happen to need anything else. I have some inserts back here that I could go ahead and use if needed. So far they're blank, but I do have different options, as you can see here, just to not feel like, oh my gosh, I'm missing something while I'm away from home, but just have it all together. And that wraps up my August setup. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some useful ideas from all of this. In short, it was my monthly planning, my goal planning, and my decorative elements to tie in all of the planners together. I'm so excited for this new month to start and see how this system works for me. So be sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you here for the next one. Bye-bye.